going on, guys? It is your boy James here.
Hey everybody, it is your girl Melissa,
and we are the Answers Uncut.
We are so excited for you guys to be tuned in for another episode. You guys already know, if you guys are not subscribed, please go ahead and hit that subscription button. Make sure you give it 2 thumbs up and make sure you drop a comment below to show some love.
That's right.
So in today's video,
let's get into it.
Yeah, if you're dealing with a divorce, if you've been through a breakup, or if you're just in the process where you're trying to get over somebody, maybe a situationship.
Or ex. Situationship. Yeah, I like that one. I like that one.
This video is specifically for you and you do not want to miss it. Because we're going to be giving you tips and keys on how to overcome that breakup. Stay tuned.
Guys, I know, if you are somebody that has gone through it with an ex or been in a relationship that didn't work, the first tip we have for you guys is forgiveness. You have to forgive yourself. You have to forgive your ex or that partner. Because if you think about it, if you hold on to that resentment or if you hold on to that bad situation, all that's gonna do is just eat out at you. And all it's gonna do is lower your quality of life and affect whatever opportunity of another relationship that you may be able to come into, because you're still holding on to what that past person did to you. So forgive them. It's not just for you. It's not just for them. It's for you as well. Yeah. So you want to forgive them for yourself, ultimately.
Definitely. You may be in a situation where you were the person that did something wrong. And you don't want to allow that stronghold to hinder you, like James said, from the many blessings that may be coming your way.
That's true.
So, again, forgive your partner, your ex-partner, but forgive yourself. And that's going to be the first step into healing. All right, guys. Your second tip is going to be all about you. Which it always should be. No, I'm just kidding. But this second tip is going to be reflect. Take this time to reflect and become more self-aware. A lot of times, the first thing you do when you get out of a relationship, you do something drastic. I know for women, we like cut our hair.
Get a tattoo.
Yeah, get a tattoo. Thug Life chose me. Me and only me.
Right.
Or something like that. Don't do any of that stuff. Take this time to really self-reflect and become more self-aware of who you were, the person that you are in that very moment and the person that you want to become. And I think a lot of times we should focus on becoming the best version of ourselves. Learn to love yourself. Begin a relationship not only with God, but begin a relationship with yourself. Figure out the things that you like, figure out the things that you don't like, maybe pick up a hobby, try new things. Because a lot of times we get lost in a relationship, and a lot of times we get even more lost in a breakup situation because of the pain, because of the hurt. But really take this time to see it as a breakthrough, a new beginning,
I like that.
A new rebirth, to where you can find yourself, you could redevelop yourself and be the best person that you could possibly be for yourself.
That's so true, guys. I mean, ultimately, you are a direct reflection of who you attract. And once you become that person that you want to be, that's what you're going to attract.
Definitely.
Now, on to our third step, our third tip, which is cutting that ex or person.
You need to cut it.
You need to cut it. Yeah. Cut it. You need to cut them off. You need to cut them off for good reasons, as to, not really taking yourself back into that past situation.
Definitely.
You're cutting them off because you want to move forward. Absolutely. Now, this is after you have, established that you want to move forward.
Absolutely.
Now, if you feel like you can work it out with the person, that's different. But just going back, just because, you guys have history together, or because, of a promise you made to the person, or whatever it may have been, you want to still move forward.
That's so powerful.
And, at the end of the day, you're moving forward because you want to develop yourself. Like she said, you want to become the best version of yourself.
And not even, and that brings up so many different experiences and emotions, because a lot of times we're holding on to, oh, well, what if we can work it out?
Yeah.
You know, what if we can make it work? What if we can, you know, try to, you know, find a way through this breakup? Sometimes you need to cut contact to figure that out.
Yeah.
So sometimes eliminating contact with that person can help regain clarity, can help you understand yourself and what you really want. Because a lot of times that's fogged by this misconception of everything that you have going through, or everything that you're going through in terms of your breakup, or the traumatic experience, or just the turmoil that you guys may be possibly dealing with. But I can't agree with you more. Eliminating contact is phenomenal, and it almost seems like we're contradicting the forgiveness. But understand that sometimes you can live and you can forgive, and it's okay to let go.
Yeah. Yeah.
Exiting contact.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, exiting contact with that person doesn't mean you haven't forgiven them. It just means that, you know, there's no purpose in us continuing to communicate.
And I know it's hard sometimes, because especially if you've been with a person for a long period of time and you have history together, it's usually hard to start new. You know, the only way you realize your life is with this person. So, you know, moving forward, it may be you taking on a whole new identity. And that's really what has to happen, because you've been so attached to this person that you can't really see yourself going out to dinners by yourself. Or doing activities by yourself, which you have to learn to do in order to break free and become whole as a person.
Even from a biblical standpoint. And not to get all preachy on you guys, but if
nah,
you guys
go ahead and preach to the choir.
If you guys know me and James, we are a Christian couple.
Yeah.
And we love talking about our personal experiences and from a Christian perspective. But even in a biblical standpoint, God created Adam first and gave Adam time alone.
Yeah.
Before he brought Eve into the picture. And I only say this as a metaphor because before we can become one with someone, we have to first understand who we are as a person. Because you never want a relationship to identify
who you are.
Yeah. Exactly. You don't want to be like, oh, I'm a wife, like I'm a mother, or I'm his girlfriend, or I'm his boyfriend, or just whatever the case may be. You have to identify who you are as a person before getting into a healthy relationship.
That's so true, guys. So one thing that a lot of people that come out of breakups always feel like they have to do is rush into another relationship.
Remember that old saying? The quickest way to get over somebody is to get underneath the next person. And they used to tell us that back in the day. Like, that's the worst thing you could ever do.
It is the worst thing, because what happens is, you know, you haven't even taken that time, like I said, to reflect, see what mistakes you even made in that previous relationship, to work on, you know, things that you need to work on to make the next one better. And what people do is they just are so afraid of being alone that they just reach for somebody, anybody at this point, so that they don't have that loneliness. And what that does is that just creates a recipe for disaster, because now you are bringing all your toxic situations in your past relationship to this new person, and this new person, you don't know what they've been going through as well. So it's now just a mix of emotions.
Definitely.
And especially if you haven't fully gotten over the past relationship. So you end up leading the gateway for a lot of things to happen and go wrong in your new relationship. So guys, don't rush into another relationship. Take it easy. Focus on yourself.
Yes. And your relationship with God. And the scary thing about it is, when you do this, when you rush into another relationship, it creates a relationship based off the wrong foundation. It creates a relationship based on dependency. Need. Oh, I need this person because, you know, they make me feel better. And again, it's that fog, it's that cloudiness. Are they making you feel better because you're sad, because you're lonely? Or are they making you feel better because they are your soulmate, or because they are the person that's for you? And a lot of times we get, there's a big misunderstanding, because we have so many people in relationships that experience the same things over and over and over and over and over again. Like, oh, all these guys ain't nothing, or all these women are trash, or just whatever the case may be. And it's not really you, or it's not really them, it's the cycle. And it's because of you allowing that cycle to keep happening without giving yourself time to really understand who you are, the things that you want, the things that you like, and understanding your relationship with God to be the best version of yourself for yourself and not for the next person. All right, guys. So for the last tip of today, this is one of my favorite tips because I am a living testament to this. And this is going to be love yourself and surround yourself with positivity and wonderful people. People that really love you. When I tell you this is the most amazing thing in the world, a lot of times we have friendships and relationships and all of these different things that surround this particular relationship. And a lot of times it's better for you to just let it go. Surround yourself with positive people, with positivity, even with social media. A lot of times you find yourself scrolling after a bad breakup and you're hurt, and now you're looking at everybody else's relationship and you're doing comparisons, and you guys know how the mind works. Unfollow them. Unfollow it. The only thing that you want to surround yourself with is people that sincerely love you and people that sincerely care about your well-being and positivity, things that's going to bring you happiness, things that are going to bring you fulfillment and joy. If it's not helping you through your healing process, let it go.
That's so true, guys, because at the end of the day, you know, they always say that you are, you know, a reflection of the 5 people that you're closest to. And if you are around people that have healthy relationships, usually that's what's going to happen to you, that you're going to be in a healthy relationship. When you're coming from a breakup, I know they always say misery loves company.
Oh, definitely.
So, you know, you would want to gravitate towards other people that are going through, you know, the same thing. And what that does is, if those people haven't done that self-work, all they're going to do is drag you down. All they're going to do is, you know, complain about their ex or complain about their past situation. And all that's going to do is just damage you in the long run. But so that's why it's very critical to surround yourself by people that are in healthy relationships, that are loving, that are going to support you, are going to give you positive words of encouragement.
And it could be a family member, or it could be a friend. And now that I think about it, it could be a counselor. Let's say you don't feel, say you don't feel like talking to your mom or your dad or your sister or your brother or your best friend about the situation, you know, because they may have a biased point of view anyway. Maybe you can talk to a counselor and maybe use a professional mentorship and counseling relationship to help you through that healing process. And not only is it going to give you advice from an outside perspective, but it's also going to give you an unbiased perspective of the situation as well.
That's so true, guys. So these are our tips for you guys. If you've gone through a breakup, you need to tune into this video. Because just to be honest, transparency, guys, with us, you know, we had to learn coming into our relationship. We were both coming off of breakups. And these are things that, you know, honestly, we implemented. These are things that we also would have, you know, fully wanted to execute. And at the end of the day, guys, I mean, you still want to be in a healthy, loving relationship. And you don't want the past to tear you down.
Absolutely.
You want to keep moving forward and moving to your future.
Definitely. And we know that it's not always going to be easy.
It's not perfect.
But we are here to help you every step of the way. So if you have enjoyed this video and you have found value in it, make sure you drop a comment below. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up for the algorithm. And if you are not subscribed, we appreciate you becoming a part of the Answer family. And until next time,
we are the Answers Uncut.